Hello, everybody. Nina Soden here, and today we are talking about Dead Boy by Laurel Gale. Okay, so I picked this book up at the dollar store because, well, the cover is awesome. Little boy on there, kind of creepy looking, beautifully illustrated, and it says, Dead Boy. He's dead, he stinks, all he wants is a friend. That illustration was done by Yoko Tanaka, I believe is the name. Yoko Tanaka, beautiful illustration, gorgeous cover. Okay. The back of the book says, every dead cell in Crow's body urges him to jump up, to run to greet her, but he forced himself to stay where he was, lying down on the ground. It wouldn't do to look too eager. All right, so this book. Again, I picked it up at the dollar store because the cover was absolutely gorgeous, and for $1 with 9 cents tax, $1.09, yeah, I wanted this on my bookshelf. So it is a middle grade book, super easy. I don't usually read middle grade books, but I thought this might be fun to read with book club with my son. So I picked this one up. Absolutely loved it. So if you have a middle grade child or you just want some quick, super easy, fast read, this might be one for you. If you think your child might be into urban fantasy, this is a great introduction to urban fantasy. So it's modern day story with a little bit of supernatural, magical, paranormal twist. So I will be giving spoilers because I'm going to talk about the book. So if you don't like spoilers, turn off the video now. If you don't mind spoilers or you've already read this book, then keep on listening. All right. So Crow, the little boy, died in 4th grade. And somehow, mysteriously, miraculously, magically, he was brought back to life. Only not so much. He is aging and he's growing, but he's also decaying. He doesn't have a heartbeat because he's dead, and he is decaying from the inside out. So he's got little maggots that live in his stomach and in his ears, and that was the grossest part for me. That was the only part that made me go, okay, stepped across the line. I really didn't need to hear about maggots. But that's quickly thrown aside, and it only comes up a couple times in the books to gross you out, and then moves on. But you just fall in love with this little boy Crow, and you want to help him. So he's homeschooled by his mother because, for obvious reasons, he can't go to a public school, and she keeps him locked up inside. This whole thing has led to an eventual divorce of his parents because they just couldn't take it. He lives with his mother. He sees his father occasionally, and it's just a very big strain on the family. But wouldn't it be if you were a living dead boy? Okay, so like I said, he ages, but he's also decaying. He has no friends because he lost all of his friends when he died. And then his mom, when miraculously he came back to life, his mom said he was very sick and he couldn't go outside, and therefore his friends stopped coming over. And as he slowly decayed more, he realized, and she realized, that he really couldn't go out and have friends like a normal boy. So Halloween became the only day he could actually go out and enjoy himself like a normal boy. Although he can't eat, so candy, not so much. All right, so a little girl moves in next door. It's classic tale, boy meets girl. She moves in next door, she sees him through his window, and late at nights, he goes outside in his backyard because he has to get outside at some point. He sneaks out. His mother has no idea he's doing this. Well, the little girl from next door realizes that he's out there, climbs over his fence, and she goes over and talks to him. Okay, little boy, kind of zombie-ish, doesn't eat brains, so that's good. Little girl next door comes to meet him. They become friends. So it's an unusual friendship. She figures out what he is or what has happened to him. She believes in magic, and she believes that her mother was taken away because of magic. This is the whole beginning of the story. And then it just all goes into this mystical, magical kind of like adventure as she tries to discover more magic and he tries to figure out what happened to him. There's monsters involved and there's magic involved and there's like a treasure hunt where the treasure hunt is wishes. It's super exciting, and it's a tale of everybody deserves a friend. Everybody deserves connection with other people, but it's told in a youthful, very exciting, mystical, magical way. So that is Dead Boy without giving away too much. And I'm not going to tell you what happens to Crow at the end of the story. You'll have to read the story to find that out, but it is definitely worth it. This little mystery is definitely worth a read. So if you've got a couple of hours, because that's all it's going to take you, it's super easy to read. And the illustrations throughout are just wonderful. But if you've got a couple of hours, pick this book up. It is Dead Boy by Laurel Gale. That's what it looks like. He's dead, he stinks, all he wants is a friend. All right, I definitely love this one, and I hope you will pick it up. Bye, everybody.